Hello everyone, welcome to Extreme Precision Outdoors. I'm Matt Hanshew. Today we're out here doing some goose hunting. September 11th, it's the early season, goose season here in Indiana. Came out on September 1st. Today we're going to give you some calling tips and some decoy spread tips. First thing we're going to talk about here is the decoy spread. What we like to use in the early season is geese. They're by themselves. They're in flocks, maybe 5 to 10. But when you get to the late season, that's in December, October and December. That usually gets about where the geese are about 20, flocks of 20 and 30. But in the early season, since we're in small groups, we like to use a medium-sized spread. The decoys I have are homemade. I made them myself, cut them out of plywood, and then I painted them. I'll show you guys this. But bear with me here because I'm by myself. We just got a new camera and just trying it out and see how it works. But I'll show you the decoys here. I just cut them out of plywood and painted them myself. And they actually don't work too bad, and I saved a bunch of money. Because usually the decoys you can buy at the store, the silhouettes and the floaters and stuff, that's usually 150, 200 bucks. So definitely saving some money. But my decoy spread, I don't know if you can tell there, but it's in a U shape. The reason for that is geese, when they come in, they like to fly with the wind, so it's easier flying. And when they want to land, they want to go against the wind. So what happens is when they go against the wind, they're cupping their wings, and that's easier for them to land. When you set your decoy spread up like this, I have mine up into like a half moon U shape. What happens is when you got to set it towards the wind. When you set it towards the wind and it's right, you can get them geese to come and they'll flow right down into that. It's just like a little pocket they fly right down into. You can set your blind according to where you're setting your decoy spread, and you kind of control where the geese are going to land. But another tip I'm going to give you is calling. Calling is a very big thing about goose hunting, especially in the early season. The geese are really vulnerable to any call. They haven't seen it all season. They're not used to being shot at. They're not used to seeing decoys usually in the off season, and they're definitely not used to hearing different calls. The call I'm using here today, it's a Wingmaster Goose Call by Quaker Boy, and it's just an easy, basic call. I don't have big fancy ones, but it works just as good as the other ones, I think. And I kill geese with it, and just like this, I don't have big fancy decoys. I make my own, just trying to save money. But you gotta do what you gotta do. But I've been successful with these. But back to the calling. Three basic calls that I want to talk about is the hail call, the greeting call, the moan, or the cluck. That's the three basic calls for goose hunting that if you can master that, you can definitely be a more successful goose hunter. The first one we're going to talk about is the hail call or greeting call. Usually say you got geese out, about a flock of 5, rolling through, look at them, see them, and you want to call to them. You got to get their attention. The greeting call is pretty much what that does. It gets their attention, and that kind of goes like this. That's pretty much the hail call or the greeting call, and it'll turn your geese and get them looking over here, get their attention to your decoy spread. That's where it's very important to have a good decoy spread. But it'll get their attention, bring them in a little closer. If they're interested, keep calling to them. When they get in a little closer, get the clucks in there. Cluck to them, it sounds real goosey, more realistic. It gets them more interested, it feels like they're safe, it's a good place to lay down and feed for the afternoon. Thought I just heard geese, but the last one we're going to talk about is the moan. That's usually a finisher. Finisher is, you say you got your geese coming in, they're cupped, it's going to really get them to commit to your decoy spread and get them to land right into you where you want them. And that kind of goes like this. That's pretty much the moan. Real simple calls, basic calls. Anyone can start out can use it. Use a goose call, can pretty much use them or learn them. They're real easy, but put them all together. It kind of sounds something like this. you sound more like a goose, and you'll definitely get your flocks of geese to definitely commit to your decoy spread. You know, calling is a big factor. Your decoy spread is a big factor. You put them two things together with the three basic calls, you're definitely going to be more successful in the field, and maybe you'll have better results. So try that out next time you go in the field. And I'm Matt Hanshew from Team EPO. Check us out on Facebook and watch us on YouTube. Extreme Precision Outdoors. Thanks a lot.